Basin stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed the hip-hop since I let Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west now down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
I'm not trying to take it slow. Working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24. We striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing. I will play this game that's so easily started, not so easily parted. Giants, everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are giants, heart of David, you know it takes just one, and it's done. CNN, this is ghetto editorial. See me like milk and Oreos. Dipped inside the audio, platinum plaques in my portfolio. My lines are fine as they blow your mind like you could do what you wanna do, whether group or solo. Boston cold with a bowl of chili. Summer cheesesteak on the roll in Philly. I'm a patriot, don't do a hatred. If you make that beef, I'll smack you silly. Back on up on this. Before you with this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs. We're hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's the Patriots going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at Century Link Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Geno Smith has always loved the game of football. Dissects a lot of film, really is invested that way, has a good live arm. Should use his feet a little bit more to help himself out. His mobility never in question, but he likes to stay in the pocket and not leave it.
Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Second down following the incompletion. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him a defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. Hoyer, caught, right side, Tate. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here's Hoyer. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's third down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's Lockett. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of, great confidence right now. Being able to stuff.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Saint. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The ball comes out.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Throwing now is Geno. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, here's Smith. Steps away. It's caught. Lockett. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receiver or offensive lineman. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Cam Chancellor is one of the best safeties in the game, but with his linebacker size, that allows the team to use him wherever they want to make plays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Hoyer. And that It's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned, and they wind up picking up the first down.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball. They don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now Grayson. It's caught by Abradaris. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Grayson now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. First down and goal to go from the 7. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He dumps it off to Artis Payne. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 50. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's High. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Davis now. He completes it right side to White. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. He'll drop to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Seven yards remain now on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run for it with Hyde. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jumps.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Grayson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
When it's well executed, the wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out here in the I. On second down, Hyde. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Seahawks are forcing turnovers, but they still find themselves in a tight game. The Patriots, though, haven't been able to pull away, but another half where they force that many turnovers would likely lead them to a win. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Patriots with the ball midway through the second. Grayson's under pressure and throws the pick. Seahawks defense forces the turnover. Now to late in the second. Grayson's got to rush the throw and it's intercepted. Seahawks defense gets off the field with the turnover. Now following the pick, Davis is going to complete the pass into coverage, and it's going to be caught for the touchdown. Seahawks is up now by 7. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Grayson now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Mike Cyphers now as he's on to punt for New England.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. The whole bevy of Patriots there that time to bring him down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Out to the right here to Wilson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Cameron Artis-Payne, and it's 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
They'll look to throw here. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game, and boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And this is not even going to get there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Right back to Booker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Davis now on the move to his left. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
4 down. Let's go.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work way back out onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Grayson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And room there to work it inside the 25.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, this is Smith. And some room to maneuver. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by the guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And 4th down coming up. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Grayson now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
They'll run it here with Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Seattle defense getting set to go. A crew that got the stop last time led to 3 points. Well, that was good, but they're probably thinking, hey, we'll get you the stop again offense. You get us a touchdown here.
Just add to the points total, right?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. They'll run it now with Smith. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's got room. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. 3rd down at 8 now.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get him inside the... Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And this looks to probably be the final play. And a wildcat formation here.
Let's go!
Artist Payne. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm a so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant, trolling on the internet. No respect, haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck, coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beats so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Crew saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beats so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two running backs who are hoping for plenty of running lanes on the field today. It's the Colts going up against the Chargers. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 10 miles inland from the blue waters of the Pacific Ocean as we greet you from lovely San Diego, California. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Diego Chargers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at 1st and goal.
Now it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Now Mason. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, Mike McCoy will send in the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who is a big storyline in this game, no doubt. Back in San Diego, he's the Chargers' all-time leading passer in touchdowns, Phillip Rivers.
And they had success with him as a starting quarterback. Not just him throwing touchdown passes, but winning games. Winning division titles, went to an AFC championship game. He became the symbol and the face of the franchise, and they loved him in San Diego.
But now in a different uniform. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Colts a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Caught left side. It's Barnage. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
They'll run with Davis. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. This from 44 yards away.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good, but you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
So here are the Chargers under 4th-year head coach Mike McCoy. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick in the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
And they said he would be a gym rat coming out of Boston College, and nothing has changed, and his play continues to get better as he rallies his team.
And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll be back here with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And a look here at the Colts defense. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd down following the run.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Henning trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
2nd down, Brissett. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Brissett, buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come out in the pistol. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Terrell McClain in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Brissett, and he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Devin Smith from 3 yards out, and the Colts add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. They begin the drive with Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Phillip Wheeler. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and an out. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now Henning, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. That's taken it around the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Nate Orchard coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't. Now, hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard. But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Set, right 20. Right 20. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Chargers are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Colts deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Early in the first quarter, Ryan's got his mark on the deep ball, and he'll end up at the 20-yard line before being tackled. However, they only come away with a field goal on the drive. Moving to late in the first quarter, the pass ends up being picked off. Jones is the one who would run it back for the score. Colts up by a touchdown. Now 1st and 10, under pressure here, and the pass is picked off. Edwards Jr. is happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Smith's the target here, and after the short pass, he'll score. That puts them up by 2 touchdowns. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, Let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flush looking for the speedy Smith, and it's intercepted. And an alley to run. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Henning. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On third down, here's Williams. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Damian Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Brissett sets to throw it. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Brissett. He may try and run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You know, if this is the regular season, Parker, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident. But it's not been the best game for him. But he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire. Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Now Brissett over the middle to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down, Brissett. Allen's got it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Brissett, Allen's got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll run it with Gaskins. He will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Now the LSU man, it's Kenny Hilliard. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Tolzien. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We get a glance at the Colts defense as they work their way back on the field. They had a clean slate last time defensively, forcing that super long field goal that was no good.
And from experience, I can tell you that, yeah, you want to block any type of a field goal attempt, but I don't know if you go all out at that distance. You send someone to the kicker to make sure they actually execute it, but you really play for a fake. You don't want to get beat that way and just play the odds, and the odds were in their favor, and the miss did occur.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Now Henning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Scott Tolzien taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Williams, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Henning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the veteran Cortland Finnegan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Colts coming out now.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
They just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open left side is Brown. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This is taken at the 23.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And he will lose you. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They'll run again with Hilliard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win. in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From San Diego, so long and good night, everybody.